There are few things scarier than the fear that someone you love is hurting themselves. But how can you tell if your loved one is self-harming? And what can you do to help? Self-harm is exactly what it sounds like when someone intentionally injures themselves. This is often referred to as cutting, but there are other forms of self-harm too, like biting, burning, hair pulling, head banging, scratching, skin picking, and even self-punching. If you've never felt compelled to self-harm, it can be hard to understand why someone you love does it. There's no one reason why people self-harm, and it isn't necessarily a sign of a mental health condition or a suicide warning risk. Self-harm is an unhelpful coping mechanism. It usually happens when people are overwhelmed with intense emotions and feelings of distress that they don't know how to handle. Some people who self-harm say it helps them to relieve pressure or anxiety, while others say it breaks through their emotional numbness. Sometimes it's a way of turning inner pain into physical pain. And sometimes it's a form of self-punishment or self-hatred, or an expression of guilt or shame. It can be difficult to know for sure whether someone you love is self-harming, but self-harm often leaves marks. Keep an eye out for multiple similar wounds on your loved one's skin, scars in various stages of healing, and other injuries that don't have clear explanations. Look too for fashion choices that might hide signs of self-harm, like wearing pants and long sleeves on very hot days. Sometimes physical injuries aren't visible, like when people self-harm parts of their skin like their stomach or their thighs. But there might be other warning signs. Be on the lookout for low self-esteem, changes in mood, and any change in their ability to function at work, school, or in relationships. But the best way to know if someone you love is self-harming is to ask them directly. It's the only way to know for certain if something is wrong, and it opens the door for communication and trust. If someone you love is self-harming, you can help by offering compassion, empathy, and assistance in finding the support they need. With treatment like therapy, your loved one can learn new tools to cope and stop self-harming for good.